Confronting poor performance or bad conduct is easily the most stressful part of leadership. But every time you let a slipped standard pass, without a word, you quietly tell the whole team that it is acceptable, and you lose their trust. Let's fix that right now. Grab a pen and a piece of paper, and think of one specific person on your shift whose performance is currently slipping. We are going to apply the NJN Academy framework to this real-world problem. By the end of this video, you will have drafted a formal, documented improvement action plan for that specific employee. Leadership requires taking responsibility for both the work and the worker. A structured plan turns that responsibility into a fair, repeatable process. Resolving an issue begins with categorizing it correctly, because different problems require completely different management paths. This chart shows the two categories to manage: performance, quality, output, skill, on the left, and conduct, behavior, honesty, rules, on the right. Look at your paper and write down whether your issue is performance or conduct. Once you have categorized the issue, you must clarify the expectation. Employees cannot meet a standard that exists only in their leader's head. This graphic illustrates the difference between a vague wish and a real standard. Do a good job provides no direction. A clear standard, like complete every check with no step skipped, is specific and measurable. On your paper, write down the exact, measurable standard your employee is currently failing to meet. If you cannot describe what you want clearly enough to measure it, you cannot fairly judge or discipline someone for missing it. Now that we have a standard, we need the evidence. A fair judgment rests on facts gathered over the whole period, not on a passing mood or a recent feeling. This chart identifies common errors that distort assessments. Notice the scale weighing facts against impressions, and specifically the recency trap. This occurs when you rate an employee based on yesterday's irritation, ignoring months of steady performance. Examine your own frustration with this employee. Ensure you are rating the actual work, behavior, and results, not their personality or character. On your paper, write down two concrete historical examples that prove the standard you defined earlier was missed. Rooting your plan in specific evidence provides an undeniable baseline for change, leaving no room for personality-driven disputes. When someone isn't performing, the instinct is often to push harder, but applying pressure before you diagnose the root cause usually makes the problem worse. This flowchart identifies why performance drops: can't, won't, or blocked. Treating an untrained can't like a won't is deeply unfair. Circle the true cause on your paper. Then, follow the bottom timeline to draft your plan: gap, standard, support, time frame, and review date. This structured plan proves to the employee exactly what needs to change, giving them a genuine, fair chance to succeed. Look at what you've just created. You have transformed a vague frustration into a fair, actionable, and evidence-based document. This drafted plan will serve as your exact script for a no-surprises feedback conversation on your very next shift. While this template covers standard performance gaps, it is important to recognize when a situation involves gross misconduct or formal grievances. To learn the formal steps of progressive discipline and the rules of natural justice, read the full text of Module 6. Dealing with these issues promptly and fairly is the ultimate test of leadership. It is exactly how a frontline leader earns the lasting respect of their team.